afternoon. It's technically still afternoon here in Copley, Ohio. Newly renovated Copley Stadium, where the Black and Green Brigade are looking to invade Copley Stadium, but this won't be an easy contest. Copley, I tell you, Copley, they are 3-1 on the season. That's the scary part. Their only blemish coming to Streetsboro by, let's see here, 2 touchdowns. Otherwise, it's been easy for the Indians. They got through the Firestone Falcons. They got what? You know it, Logan. You know it. And then they shut out Garfield, and then they bounced Talmadge right here last week. Copley's a pretty good school. But you know, it's also a pretty good school, I tell you. The Black and Green Brigade. Woo! Gonna be a lot of fun out here in good old Copley. Copley, Ohio. Home of the Copley Indians. I'd love to go to 5-0. I don't care if Coach Cromley's the Red Rocket from Baltimore Wallace. We got to beat Copley nonetheless. I want to beat Copley and beat them bad. I think we will. I really think we will. We've killed McDowell. We've killed Hudson. We killed Avon Lake. We killed Aurora. Copley's just victim number 5, you would assume. Barring something insane, we should down these guys with these. Hopefully we do. And good evening, everybody. I'm Tommy Maroon here for WHBW. Hit the like button, subscribe button, bell icon. This might be, hey, you never know. It might dictate who wins the American Conference. Copley's not that bad. Revere's 3-0. But this ain't Revere yet. Revere's week 9. No. Is it week 9? Yes, it is week 9. I beg your pardon. Well, I won't beg your pardon about it. Definitely win. We got to win this game. Copley 3-1. We're 4-0. This was nominated for a Fox 8 Game of the Week. And unfortunately, it didn't win it, but can't win them all. Unless you're the Highland Hornets, then you can win them all. Excuse me, folks. There we go. We most certainly can win them all. And you'd hope we win them all. That's the intent. Going 15-0. Maybe 16-0 by some crazy chance if we don't get the top 4 seeds. That would most certainly be odd. But I doubt we don't get the first 4 seeds. We'll at least be number 1, maybe 2, or worst case scenario, number 3 in the region. But enough on that. This is going to be a blast tonight. A lot of people. How are you guys? Doing well? Yep. If we win, we're going to celebrate and be halfway to an undefeated regular season. If we lose, oh boy, that wouldn't be good. But I like our odds tonight. I really like our odds. Number 5 in the state. You're doing everything right. I know I sound cocky. I know I sound overconfident. But come on, you'd be cocky and overconfident too if your team was firing on all cylinders and answered every question the media had for you at the beginning of the season, as it's been a really tough season for the anti-Highland state media. They are really scrambling to find weaknesses in this Hornet team, and there aren't too many weaknesses on this team. As we try to do something we haven't done in over a decade and beat the Avon Eagles. Let's hope we can do it. That's always the intent. Of course, we're going to be down some folks. Number 29, Colton Winston, out for the season. Fractured, I think, his wrist. Won't be back. Hopefully, he'll be back for baseball. I told him he's got to come back for baseball because he's a mighty good baseball player, Colton. And a mighty good football player. He only stands at 5'9", but that guy's tough. That guy's super tough, Colton. Well, we're right for the game. You're right for the game, guys? Think so.
I'll be here texting.
What?
I'll be here texting.
I will, Mr. Copley. Thank you. 21-20, so it's rock and roll time. You ready for the game? I think Mr. Copley is right for the game, so we'll just leave it there. Copley Stadium. Newly renovated Copley Stadium, as noted by the fact that the press box looks new. Everything looks new. They got the rocks over there. Still smells like sewage over here, I'll tell you that. But it looks much nicer. It looks like a more professional stadium. I will be the first to say that. Thank God. The coin toss going on over there. We lost the first 3 coin tosses, won the last one. I will try to get there, but I think I'm going to be a little too late for the coin flip. We're still talking things over right there. We have the luxury of calling it. Lost both coin flips. When we called it, we're 1 for 2. When at home, they flip it in the air. What's the call? Well, no. Think we won it, and no. Think Copley won it. Copley won it? All right. We're waiting out here. The officials do a good job, of course. Everybody's still having fun out there. They wish each other good luck. I tell you, Andrew McKnight, the 6'1", 190 wide receiver, defensive back, and punter, as the good guys are ready to hit the locker room. We'll get out of the way, folks. Oops, almost ran into the camera right there. That would have been disastrous. What's not disastrous is this game. I wish you'd hope. Now, Mike Gibbons is 88-30 during his tenure here coaching the Black and Green Brigade, which is nothing short of incredible. Good guys are hitting the locker room where they will get last instructions from Mike Gibbons. The Evil Empire kid graduated there in 2006. In fact, it's worth noting that Mr. Gibbons will be inducted into the Lake Catholic Hall of Fame. He played for the Cougars as a linebacker, of course. Won a state title there. So congratulations to him. He'll be at the dinner tomorrow from what I heard. So congrats to Mr. Gibbons on getting in on the Hall of Fame for Lake Catholic. Yep, there's everybody right there. How are you guys? Doing well? Yep, how are you? Good, that's good to hear. Looks like the Copley band is ready to go in a minute. Well, the student section's on opposite ends of the band, as you might expect from a visiting student section. Copley student section gonna be probably packed tonight because for the first time in a while, the Copley Indians have themselves a pretty good team. And last year, they had a strong finish to the season. They lost to Revere in the playoffs by 6. I believe their quarterback got hurt for Copley. And I tell you now, this might be one of the best Copley teams in years. Oh, boy. Last time they had a good record was a COVID season in 2016-17 were the years they won the conference, if I'm not mistaken, because it says so right here in the state playoff history. Head coach of the Copley Indians, former BW quarterback, John Cromwell. He played for the Copley Indians. He played in this rivalry. He knows how it feels to be on the right end of this game and on the wrong end of this game. For him. And for us, it's vice versa. Of course, Mr. Cromwell, the BW kid, he played for Coach Snell and Coach Hilbert at the oldest and greatest university in the United States of America. So he can say that. Mr. John Cromwell. Sorry, his first season, 1-9, his only win over Cuyahoga Falls, lowly Cuyahoga Falls. Then got on the rebound last year, and now his Indians off to a strong 3-1 start, but not as strong of a start as we've been off to, as you know by now. 4-0. Number 5 in Drew Pastor's rankings. Rob Becker of the, what do you call it? Lou Higgins Rec Center keeps on telling me we are not the number 5 team in the state. They're always 10 schools better than us. And I'm like, well, Drew Pastor says otherwise. I think Drew Pastor's opinion matters a lot. Yes, it does. Yeah, that's a small visiting bleachers. That's pretty darn small. That's pretty moderate size. It can fit about 1,290 on the side behind me, about 3,500, so about 4,700 fans here tonight, more than likely. The Indians marching band getting ready for what should be dandy. One can only hope we win it. Now here's a tradition that Copley does, and Copley's very famous throughout Northeast Ohio for their script Copley. It's like script Ohio, except they spell out Copley. I don't know how they have enough people to do that, but they do. I tell you, that's impressive. My dad, he was in the Copley marching band. He said they did it back then when he was there. As you can tell, they got Copley spelled out right there. I don't know how they do it. There aren't too many people in a high school marching band. Then again, I don't think there are too many people in the Ohio State marching band either. But then again, there are 4 letters in Ohio, 6 in Copley. It's high school, all that stuff. You know what? Good for them. Landing Kuzma right there. Oh, John Cows, I beg your pardon. Landon Kuzma's right there, excuse me, as we will wait for the national anthem. Here we go. Maybe it's me, but it seems like there are a lot more people on our side than Copley's. I mean, admittedly, we got 12:18 till it's go time. Look at that. That was pretty darn empty. That's pretty darn full. Maybe it's because the visiting bleachers are super small or whatnot. The clock not really working that well. It's skipping seconds. Look at that. That's most certainly on. I forgot Copley Stadium scoreboard does that at times. That is odd. What's not odd is that we should have ourselves a good one and pull up with the win. Now, if you recall, the last time we went to Copley, it was one of the greatest accomplishments in high school football history for the Highland Hornets. when we beat up the Copley Indians really badly by a score of 88-14. I kid you not, it was 88-14. Now, will it be 88-14 again? Will we score 80 points? That I'm unsure of, but what I am sure of is we ought to got the Copley Indians in, beat them all about. Coaches are right there talking things over with each other. Mr. Gibbons waiting to bring out the good guys out of the locker room. I see someone out there for us. I think Copley's getting the ball to start off the contest. Copley, they're going to try and make some noise out here. It won't be easy to say the least. How are you? Will not be easy. Lots of people in the Highland community have come out and shown out. Tell you, the community really loves to rally behind these Hornets, unlike anyone else really in Northeast Ohio, but I'm pretty sure we all know that by now. There's Mr. Jay Grissom, the head baseball coach, with his wife Amy, the athletic secretary, and Highland alum too. Mr. Grissom's not a Highland alum, but he's a good baseball coach. I'm pretty sure we all know that by now. 4 district finals appearances, 2 region appearances, 1 state appearance. Let's hope we can make it to the state this year. Let's go Highland. That's something we can all get down with, folks. We all get down with let's go Hornets. So as we wait for the good guys to exit out, Copley's coach is right there out in front. So when you see where we are, of course, Copley trying to pull off an upset, but what's an upset? I don't know. What I do know is that we gotta win. Indians won't be easy. You talk to any of these coaches, any coach on the Highland Athletics, for Highland Athletics, you wonder why we're so good at just about every sport. Again, I'm sorry if I sound cocky, but it's true. It's because we take it one game at a time. They say it one game at a time, one game at a time. Don't jump the gun. And that's exactly what we do. Take it one game at a time and do not jump the gun. Do not. No, sirree. Some Copley kids right there. They're looking forward to this one, praying for an Indians win. Of course, my dad did graduate from Copley. How are you guys? Good. And my dad did graduate from Copley. That was 40 years ago. But he's rooting for Highland. At least I hope he is. My mom was rooting for both when we played North Olmsted a few years ago when Xavier Balston was starting for the Eagles. How are you? Yeah, she was. It was a good North Olmsted team too, if I'm not mistaken. But we got him pretty bad. Let's hope we get Copley. We get Copley pretty bad out here. Wouldn't that be swell? I think it'd be super swell. Everybody right there still waiting to exit out. Well, I don't know what they're applauding about, but I do know that still waiting for the good guys to get out. Mr. Weber, good. How about you? What can we expect out of Jake tonight?
Good blocking downfield.
That would be super nice. I tell you, Casey Miser's done a great job, but don't sleep on the passing game. Everybody's all fixated on the ground game. That was great to get wide open and doing his thing. Very well balanced. Have to agree with you on that.
Where are you going to go to college?
I'm at BW. I'm a senior there. Thank you. What? Good. Thank you. Yeah, you guys watching the game now on my channel. Thank you. That means a lot. Copley, 3-1. We are 4-0. Cromley assisted by Doug Allen, Andy Ayup, Jalen Cooper, Michael Crook, Jim Diaz, David Gresham, Brandon Johnson, Dylan Minnick, Jeremy Powell, Logan Stubbenbacker, and Vincent Ursetti. Not a bad team. Jim Diaz, I think. Diaz. Excuse me if I butchered it, but he is the statistician for the Indians. Being a school in Summit County, when you're right next door to other schools like Massillon, Washington, heck, their quarterback a few years ago went to Washington, won a state title there, and DeJuan Owens, and of course other guys, other schools include St. V, St. M, Walsh, Hoban. They usually eat up the Indians' talent, but guess they haven't eaten up on the talent for Copley yet. Still waiting for us to come on out. The parents right there on screen. Waiting for the good guys to make it out. But for those that don't know, Mr. Gibbons really likes to talk to the team. Well, one of the kids is playing with one of the referee's flags. That's pretty funny. Saw the yellow laundry fly high up in the air. That wasn't bad. What? The officials are right there, ready for what should be a fun one. Will we win, is the question. I can only hope. Uh-oh, I see the black and green brigade all the way on the far side. That's a good sight to see. 4 minutes roughly till it's kickoff time. A lot of people for us is John and Land are still practicing their kicks. I'm surprised they don't come out with us. Well, what I'm not surprised about is if we go to 5-0 against the Red Rockets. That's, of course, John Cromwell's nickname. Well, under 4 minutes, Copley still yet to get out. We're about ready to head out to the field, folks. Well, by J-Mo Gordon, 85, that's Dan Miller. 16, Grady Gibbs. 6, Nick Dubkowski. 21, William Zelensky. 65, Cody Bendow. Coach Mike Gibbons is ready to lead the charge out here. He's waiting for the moment. We are still waiting out. Yeah, you guys, don't worry. We are almost ready to run on towards the sideline. Coach Mike Gibbons trying to make sure the gang is ready. Why not? It's a mighty good team we got. Number 5 in the state, and why not run out onto the field? Here come your Highland Hornets. Copley crowd not liking us, as you might expect. This is the last time we'll play the Copley Indians in a game of high school football. That's for the first time since 1975, 2026, we will not play them in football. They only do report that we are switching conferences to the national side. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Copley's staying in the on the American Conference side. So there is that. The Indians are ready to exit. We're going to make a lot of noise out there, folks. We got over 2 minutes. We need to pick up the win and pick up a win like crazy. Not really the largest in the history of student sections behind me, but hopefully they'll show up either that or they think, you know what, this game's a gimme. Here come the Indians. Oh, there is that. Copley looking to pick up the win. Going to be a mammoth upset. And it looks like we're going to kick it. That's good. Jonah Calzo will do the honors as he always does. Jonah's one of the finest kickers in the state. He does a great job, Mr. Calzo. The Red Rocket going to bring out his receiving unit. John Cromwell, that is. Of course, Mr. Cromwell played football for Copley no more than 50. Oh. Excuse me. We're having some technical difficulties. I hope you're still getting this, folks. Judging by the look of it, you are still getting it. Copley will receive tonight. Jonah is kicking off on this glorious Friday night. Enjoy these Friday nights. It's going to get cold soon, folks. You know darn well it's going to get cold soon. Number 9, Jalen Owens. Number 1, Andrew McKnight, set back to receive for the Indians. Of course, now I can root against the Indians, of course, because it's the Cleveland Guardians. Mr. Marquette gonna have to get the band all riled up because there isn't a large student section tonight. Very disappointing. I'd assume some large, but you know what they say, it is what it is. But here we go. Highland Hornets, Copley Indians. Opening kickoff underway. Great to have you aboard. Timer, good play-by-play announcer. It's a touchback. Good kick by Jonah Calzo. What else do you expect out of the Superstar Junior? What else do you expect? First down and 10. Mr. Cromwell is 9-15 as head coach of the Indians. And as a coach altogether, going by the head coach at his alma mater. Dane Weininger, the quarterback. He's really winding back. He's about 7, now 5 yards. There they go. And a 5 receiver look. Weininger going to look the pass. He's going to fire once, incomplete. Good coverage by Evan Faust on Bryce Martin. 2 seconds gone in this contest. It'll be a long night for the Indians. One can only pray the good Lord it is. Not too many people tuning in right now compared to what I've had earlier this year, but this was one of the shorter drives this season for us. And here comes Weininger, flushed out right, fires one way off target. And 8 seconds through the contest, it's 3rd down. Then Weininger, the sophomore who stands at 5'11", 165. Weininger with the running back to the left. Looks to be Bryce Martin. And Martin's going to play check downs. This one goes, and this one's shot down by Evan Faust. 3 passes, 3 incompletions for Dane Weininger. Hey, that's how we like it, folks. Number 6, Jacob Kuskowski was the intended man as Andrew McKnight, their receiver and defensive back, is returning this one. Only 11 seconds gone by. We're basically getting the ball to start off this game. That's a good thing. 3 straight incompletions. There's a snap. There's a line drive punt. Girding's going to take this one on a hop. Girding's going to run to the right side. Luke down at about past midfield. First down, 10. Give me Gibb. Give me Grady Gibb. Grady, one of the more talented quarterbacks in the Ohio High School Athletic Association. As we are at Copley's 42-yard line. First down and 10. Well, the miser meter grows significantly. We got the ball, and it's only 20 seconds through the ball game. Pistol set. Watch out for Copley out here. We're not afraid of Copley. Casey's not afraid of Copley, even though he picked up 2 yards there. It's still a positive gain, but not the largest gain in the history of games. Of course, one thing that Mr. Gibbons loves to do is drain the clock. He knows if you don't have the ball, you can't score. Wouldn't be surprised if Grady comes out passing here. Would not surprise me one bit. 2nd down, 8 to go. Pistol sack. Grady Gibb. He indeed passes. He's got Jake Weber. Jake Weber's burned a man, and Jake Weber gets a touchdown. 62 seconds through the contest. I was talking with Mr. Weber earlier today during the broadcast. I asked him, what can we expect out of his son? I asked we can expect a touchdown. And just 62 seconds through this football game. Yes, how are you? Good, how are you? Good, we are setting the mood, dictating this game early. From the snap of Dan Miller and the hold of Grady Gibb, here's Jonah Kauza. The superstar junior kicker's ready. Snap, kick, good. What a start. 3 straight incompletions for Copley. 2-yard run by Casey Meiser, starting at the 42, and then a 40-yard missile. A missile. Grady Gibbs having himself a fine season as he gunned it to a wide open Jake Weber. Jake Weber did not have it easy, though, for number 7 Highland Garden. Garden was on him. The Garden could not, for the life of him, make the play. Might be a long, long night for the Indians. The Copley team bounced Talmadge earlier this season by a score of 49-7. That was 1 week ago. We're right here, too. I don't know. I wasn't at the game. Well, a bad feeling on the Copley sideline. I can assure you that as 40 Jonah Kauza kicks it off to one of 3 guys back there. And they're not even going to bother touching a touchback in between the L and E of Copley. Well, if you're Dean Weininger, the good news is you can't do any worse than that first opening set. The bad news is you did a better job in that opening set. 0 for 3. Good defense by Evan Fouts was key. Number 5 for the good guys. 1st down and 10. Weininger and Pistol, Bryce Moore behind him. And they go to the ground right side, trying to get something going. He won't make it up to the 25. He gets about maybe 3. Bryce Martin, the senior. Haven't got him right there as it's 2nd down 7. Their first play for positive yards, first play for any yardage, positive or negative, tonight. 2nd down and 7. Weininger in shotgun, I believe. And he will give it to Martin. Martin's got nowhere to go, nowhere to hide, nowhere to be. Who was that? Dan Miller? Yes, it was. 3rd down for the Black and Green Brigade. Almost 2 minutes gone by in this ball game. As here we see Copley with 3 receivers on the left, 5 receiver look. And Weininger fires one. Cal Whitling picks it off at the 25. Cal Whitling. Look at Mr. Meyer. Cal Whitling said you were going to be in for a very, very long night, Copley. So I guess it can get worse than that. 0 for 3 start. There's Mr. Mike Natling. Well, Copley's off to a sluggish start. We're having some fun out there. Can you blame us? I most certainly do not. Ball at the 25. Band having fun out there as Casey Miser tries to bounce it outside. Casey Miser up to the 20. Casey Miser down to the 17. Good gain there by Mr. Miser. And someone's down for Copley. Don't whistle play, Dad. It's not a good sign. John Rucata, the athletic trainer for us, he's going to make his way over there. Good sportsmanship, of course, by John. I believe that might be number 9, Jalen Owens. Owens a pretty talented athlete as Mr. Cromwell makes his way out there, too. The athletic trainer for them, that would be Mark Stefanik. And Coach Cromwell making sure everybody's all right. Second down, 1 to go, 2 to go, I believe. It says 1 up there, but I think it's 2. From the 17-yard line, 2:17 elapsed in this contest. Copley struggling thus far. As Weininger 0 for 4 with 1 pick. The pick by Cal Whitling. Clock is back up and running once again. Casey Miser on the right. It's a shotgun formation. Nick to the near side. Girding in motion. And Gibb is going to pass. Gibb is in trouble. Grady might take off with this. Why not? He's at the 10. He's at the 6. And he's got a first down. 9:22 left in this first quarter. And you can already tell this is going to be a whole lot of fun for us. At the 6-yard line, 11-yard gain for the Black and Green Brigade. Grady Gibb did some last-minute improv, and honestly, can you blame him? He's good at improv. First down, goal to go. Play clock at 12, so we got plenty of time to think this through. Girding and Dubkowski near side. Jake Weber on the left, pistol set. Gray's going to give it to Casey, as you might expect, and Casey can just moonwalk in. Touchdown, Casey. The Miser meter now at 9. Rather subdued celebrations for us. I think we know this game's already over. We can just tell this game's already over. The Miser meter at 9, not as high. What? I tell you, the Miser meter isn't as high as it was last year around this time, but when you're still going to be 5-0 more than likely, barring a nuclear meltdown, you'll take any touchdowns. 14-0, and John Castle will take PATs too. And so the marching band plays in front of the full section out there. The students are packed to the brim at Copley Stadium now, so it's a better student section. Country theme night tonight, as in country music. I don't know, I don't listen to country, I don't. I'll be honest. To be honest, this game is looking like a bloodbath. Weininger will have to recover from a disastrous first 2 drives. You start off 0 for 3 on his first drive, 3 incompletions. And then on his next drive, after 2 handoffs to Bryce Martin, he threw a pick to Cal Whitling. Jonah Calza kicking off to either Andrew McKnight, number 14, that'll be Caleb Wisniewski. Can't tell who the other guy looks like. It's Bryce Martin. And Bryce Martin's not going to bother catching it. Touchback at the E of Copley. Beautiful night here once again at Copley High School. You guys just having too much fun. But you know what they say, too much ain't ever enough. Weininger having a rough start. He's 0 for 4, 1 pick. Let's make it 0 for 5 with 2 picks. Pistol. Bryce Martin behind him. Andrew McKnight in motion. McKnight's the big weapon. And Bryce Martin slips away from 1 in number 44, Luke Grillis. But can't get away from J-Mo Gordon, as that's a gain of about nothing. Second down and 10. Second down, 10 to go for Copley. All right, down deep in the hole. You can anticipate pass with a 5-receiver set. Weininger, shotgun, looks to pass, looking for his first completion. He may get it. It's tipped. It is incomplete. No flag. Third down. 8:21 to go in this first quarter as Copley really drowning. Going play 3:39 in this ball game, and they're already down 2 touchdowns. Well, Copley was supposed to give us a run for our money. I know we're the best team in the conference by far, but this was going to be one of the more competitive games. Oh, who jumped? Who jumped? We jumped. Well, that's a sign of immaturity, I guess. Making it third down still, but now 5. Weininger's going to come out passing once he tries to draw. He's dealing with 4 receivers on his right. 14 with Newski on the far right. Martin in motion. He might get it. He does get it. And Evan Powell strips him up at the 29. 4th down. Now the question is, do you keep the troops on the field? They might. Now looking at Mr. Cromwell, he says, yeah, we got to stay out there. They're going out guns a-blazing, I guess. 4th down and 2, not under center. 5-receiver look. Watch out for Martin again. Weininger looking towards the sideline. We'll see if the Red Rocket burns the timeout or whatnot. They're stalling out there. 7 on the play clock. Weininger, he will indeed look to pass. He will indeed take off with it, and he will indeed get the first down. Not the prettiest of gains as Cody Bendow, Luke Grillis got him, but he did get the first. And it keeps their drive alive. The first down for Copley, first positive yard play regarding Mr. Weininger. Dane Weininger, 0 for 5 through the air. Martin in motion might get it. That's a bubble screen. It's his first completion. Andrew McKnight gets by William Zawinski. And McKnight with a decent gain. I think he got enough. They say he can run the clock. Did he get the first? No, it's second down. Second down, 3 to go. From the 37-yard line, here comes Weininger after his first completion of the night, sending Martin motion. Might be a sweep, except it's a bootleg, and Cody Bendow Dan Miller, I beg your pardon. Dan Miller all over him. Third down, 6 to go. Obviously, the Indians are going to have to come out passing. Weininger, 1 completion through 6 tonight. It was a bubble screen to Andrew McKnight for a gain of 7. Shotgun formation. No surprise, Weininger's passing, or he's going to take off with this one. He's going to run right side. He's hit out of bounds by William Zawinski, but I think he got enough. And they will say he got enough. No, he's short. 4th down. Excuse me. At the 40-yard line, bang, bang. They might need some measurements out here. They will say it's 4th down, and Copley obviously going to keep the troops on the field. They're threatening at the 40. This is the best yardage they've had all game. They picked up their first down of the contest. They came on 4th down. Weininger with some improv again. 4th down. Crowd's got to get up on their feet. Martin, the running back, did they dare hand it off? Got to be poised and mature if you're the defensive line. We've had a lot of mistakes all season long on defense, but nothing that's hurt us. Martin, I don't think he got that. Or maybe he did. I'm going to say he got it, I think, at the 41. Did they? Yes. First down, Bryce Martin on the call. Halfway through the second quarter. Now Copley killing clock. Leininger with a 5 receiver look. We need a pick like there ain't no tomorrow. Could come right here as Leininger fires one deep. That passes to nobody. I don't know who he's throwing that one to. Looked like he was looking for Jalen Owens, who's back out there, the 5'9" junior. Good to see Jalen Owens still out there. Seems like the band's taking up half the visiting bleachers out there tonight. Either that or almost half. That's still a lot of people. Second down, 10 to go. Winder sends Martin in motion. Gives Martin the ball. Martin trying to bounce outside. He gets away. Now only got about 1 yard maybe. It's third down. They're 0 for 2 on third downs this drive, but they're 2 for 2 on fourth downs this drive. Coach Chris Meyer is the closest one to the field. He's talking to the gang. He's our defensive coordinator, the former Ashland Eagle, under the head coach, the legendary Lee Owens. He also coached Akron too, Lee Owens. But anyways, it's not about Ashland, it's about Highland. Leininger in shotgun, third down, he's passing. Here comes a path right side. It's a nice catch. Their first third down conversion of the night. Now all of a sudden, Copley's trying to threaten. Caleb with Newski on the catch. In motion, here they go. Looking at path Winder. Winder, here comes the heat. Ooh, he didn't get him. He didn't get him, throws one away. Incomplete. Obviously, the pocket was gone. Second down. Ryan the here put on the heat, as did Dan Miller. Well, for the first time tonight, Copley on the right end of midfield. 4:45 in the second quarter. Here they go. Line it up in shotgun. Martin. Gonna get the sweep right side, and he will get about 2, maybe. Third down. 14th play of the drive. Oh, you got Copley really melting the clock. They are really being methodical out here, folks. Play number 14 of the drive. That's going to drive a defensive coordinator nuts. Leininger looking to pass. Leininger flushed out right. Leininger still looking. He's going to throw on the run. That pass is incomplete. He caught it out of bounds. Fourth down. Wouldn't be surprised if they go for it. Wisniewski again, the intended dude, as Caleb Wisniewski could not keep himself in bounds. 4 minutes, 9 seconds in this quarter. Copley looking for their third, fourth down conversion of the drive. Play number 15 of the drive. My goodness, that's absolutely crazy. Fourth down, Leininger, shotgun, Martin on the right. Here's Leininger starting to catch fire. He's going to take off with this one, and he's stripped off at the 32. What's the call? Tripped up at the 37, I beg your pardon. That'll be our ball. Clearly short of the first down marker. Always good to see that. Good trip up there. Couldn't tell who it was, but Mr. Meyer obviously going to be happy that we didn't give up any points, but obviously going to be a little frustrated that the drive lasted that long. Mr. Meyer right there as it's first down and 10. Grady Gibbs. One passing touchdown, a 40-yard strike to Jake Weber. Here we go. Shotgun running back on the right side. It's Casey Miser. And Casey Miser gets the touch. Left side now up the middle. Casey Miser. Oh, look at Casey Miser put on moves. Casey Miser down the sideline. Casey Miser's gonna score. Wow. Casey Miser. He went 63 yards. And the miser meter is at 10. And there are no flags either. Buckle up, Copley. They're down 20-0. Could be 21-0. 3:49 left in the first. Miser with his second rushing touchdown tonight. His 10th touchdown altogether this season. Yes, I'm keeping score at home, folks. Dan snaps. Grady holds. Jonah kicks. Jonah converts. Uh-oh. Someone down? No. Good. What's also good is that the Black and Green Brigade are murdering the Copley football team out there by a score of 21-0. Oh, how I'd hate to be a Copley Indian right now. Grady Gibbs feeling it. I tell you, are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it? I tell you, this whole team's feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. They're feeling it. Ain't no denying that. A long night incoming for Copley as Jonah Kauza, who's had 3 touchbacks. We got the ball second half. That's the scary part. I know you don't want to plan for the second half, but still. I mean,
Yeah.
it's over already, but still. Jonah Kauza from the 40-yard line. He's ready. Puts a strong leg into that one for a touchback. Oh, hit off the goalpost. What a great kick there by the top junior kicker in the state of Ohio. He visited Ohio State last week, Jonah Kauza, for their game against the Bobcats. Don't be surprised if you hear Jonah Kauza as a kicker in Division I. Do not be surprised. Do not be surprised that the cheerleaders got fatigued. Got fatigue from all that kicking they're doing. First down and 10 for Copley. Just can't get worse for Dan Weininger, can it? Trust me, we can say it can get much worse. Weininger, 5 receivers. Martin, does he get the sweep? Yes, he does. He's going to the right side. He's trying to reverse field, and he's going to lose 2 yards. Second down. Long night for Copley. As he lost the yard. I haven't the foggiest what they're saying in the student section. I'll tell you that for Copley. What I can tell you is that there's 3:20 left in the first quarter. Here they go in shotgun, Weininger. He looks to pass. He's going to fire one deep. Cal's got to play good defense. William Zielinski, rather, and he breaks it up incomplete. William Zielinski, good job right there. No pass interference, of course. It's 3rd down. 3rd down and 11 from the 19-yard line. Copley may have to summon the punting unit soon. Just like saying, Andrew McKnight is right there on the left of your screen. He's only punted once tonight. So there is that. Weininger looking to throw. Weininger with the pocket collapsing. Weininger somehow got that off. No, he didn't. He was sacked. He was sacked at the 18-yard line, 4th down, and McKnight's going to have to punt. I see number 18, Ryan Haney, race onto the field with Dylan Lazar. Luke Girding all the way back there. McKnight got to put a strong leg into this one. He might be Copley's player of the game tonight. Here we go. The snap, the punt. High in the air. Luke isn't going to catch it yet. Takes it off a bounce. A little risky. Running down the right sideline may not be that bad because he got up to the 39-yard line. 2:23 left in the first quarter. 21-0. Grady Gibb is in a groove. Casey Miser with his longest run this season. 63 yards. I'm telling you, we may have a running clock in the second quarter, folks. We may have it. And do it against a 3-1 Copley team that, had they beat Streetsboro, they only lost to them by 2 touchdowns. They could quite easily be 4-0. I'm just saying. Also saying dealing with Dars out there, as is Ben Radigan. And Grady's going to pass. Grady loads up, fires one, and Ben Radigan, nice catch at the 17, maybe the 16. 2:15 left. That was a nice throw there by Gibb. Gain of about 20 on that one. $2:15 left. Nick Dubkowski, right side of the formation, which happens to be shotgun. I see number 52. That'd be Tommy Fern. Grady Gibbs going to give this one. No, he's going to keep this one. And Grady Gibbs going to run right side. Grady Gibbs taking on down at the 12. That's a gain of 6. 2:07 left in the first quarter. And the score reads Highland 21, Copley Indians 0. Second down and 4 under 2 minutes to go. Grady gets his instructions from Mr. Gibbons. Gibb gets it from Gibbons. How about that? How about Jake Weber right there near side? He's got a touchdown today. 15 on the play clock. You got plenty of time to think this through. Dylan Lazar in the backfield. And Dylan Lazar's first carry of the night is going to be a first down to the 3. Good job there by Dylan Lazar. 90 seconds roughly left until it's the end of the first quarter. First down and goal, I believe, at the 3-yard line. Sure enough, it is the 3-yard line. Less than 90 seconds. Wouldn't be surprised if Gibb keeps this one, folks. I'd do it if I were Coach Gibbons. If I were Grady, I'd keep it here. And it's Dylan Lazar actually for the touchdown. Dylan Lazar having himself a blast. It's a 4-touchdown lead with 67 seconds left in the first quarter. Long night for Copley. Well, it might be like 2 years ago when we hung 88 on them. It might be. Jonah's ready to make it 28-0. 67 seconds left in the first, of course. On pace to score over 100. I'm just saying, ooh, nice diving effort there by number 21. That'd be Colin Witherspoon's second. What? Andrew McKnight. Oh, Dylan Lazar. Dylan Lazar. Yep. So everybody having a blast out here tonight. The Meisner meter got up to 10. Casey with 2 rushing touchdowns. Grady against some high fives all over the place. Grady with a passing touchdown, a missile to Jake Weber. And Dylan Lazar joined in on the party with a 3-yard touchdown. And the Copley faithful might be filing to the exits a little earlier than they anticipated. Student section having a blast. Band section having a blast. Who isn't? I tell you who isn't. The Copley fans and the Copley players. And Coach Cromwell's not having a blast. He's probably going crazy on the sideline. Jonah's ready to kick this bad boy off from the 40-yard line, of course. That's a mighty good kick. That's another touchback. What is that now? 4 kickoffs, 4 touchbacks. I think 7. No. 5 kickoffs, 5 touchbacks. I beg your pardon. 67 seconds left in this first quarter. Well, you might as well kiss Copley's hopes and dreams of winning goodbye. Unless we do something nuts or outrageously bad play calling, but I doubt that. Weininger in the pistol set. No Nick Tomkowski pick yet. There won't be a Nick Tomkowski pick. It will, however, be a good tackle on Bryce Martin, including number 85, Dan Miller, including number 61, Josh Messina. Under a minute to go till this first quarter ends. And unlike 2 years ago, Copley gave up 42 2 years ago in the first quarter. They've given up 28 thus far in the first. I assume this will be the last play of the first, unless, of course, they decide to pass. And Weininger sure will pass. And it's nobody. Third down, 11, 33 seconds left. We scored 42 2 years ago. We won 88-14. That's not an exaggeration. You remember that game? That was fun. Not if you're the Hornets. Weininger passing. Good swim move by Dan Miller. The stump off pass is caught. Good hit, Cal Whitling. Nowhere near the first down marker. If I'm Coach Cromley, I take it to the end of the first. Is he really going to go for it? 4th down and 5. He's got nothing to lose, I guess. 12 seconds, 10 seconds. He might try to squeeze in one last play here in this first quarter. Martin in the backfield and pistol. And we're not going to jump in the first quarter. 28-0. I assume they will punt. By the Highland having a blast. Who isn't having a blast here tonight? It says 8 minutes up there. That ain't right. It should say 12. That's the bad part for Copley. They got 36 minutes left to endure in this thing. 36 minutes. It says 8 minutes up there, but take my word for it. There we go. 12 minutes in the quarter. Student section really packed out there tonight, folks. Look at that student section. Hardly any room to maneuver. And Andrew McKnight will indeed punt it. So much for them. Trying to keep the troops out there. They playing music out there? I think they are, Mrs. Knapp. Can't hear it down here. Yeah, it's a little muffled. Luke Girding set back to return this. McKnight ready to boot it away. They're airtight out there, the Indians, as there's a snap, and we're not going to go after it. Luke Girding's going to have to catch that one, and he does from about the 40, and he gets up towards the right side, and he's not going to get a good gain out of that. He may have run a little bit backwards to the 44, I think. 9 seconds gone by in this second quarter. Look at that score, folks. 28-0. Good Lord. Good Lord. Our second worst start field-wise today. Don't know where we're at. Scoreboard 43. That's where it is. 43-yard line. Pistol. Casey's back, folks. Casey Myers is most certainly back. And it's going to be a flare to the right side. That's a good catch, Nick Tomkowski. Nick's got a first down, I think. Well, I don't know what they're doing in the student section. What I do know is it was a gain of 4, so there is that, and there's the whistle, there's the flag. It's coming back. Is it? Yeah. There's indeed a flag. 11:32, 28 seconds. Walk in the back. God, can't speak, can I? No, I can't. Hi, Mrs. Knapp. How are you? Doing awesome, because we're up 28-0. It's a first down at 23, however. Tell you, we often commit those silly penalties. Gibbs gonna hand one off to Casey Miser. Why not? He's pushing the pile forward. Couldn't tell how many yards out there, but not much. Second down and maybe 15. Second down at 12, so somewhere around that neighborhood. Heard music somewhere. I know that for a fact. We also know for a fact was that's like a loss of 2. Anthony DePompey, right side of your screen, left side of the formation. Luke Girding, the slot man. Nick Dubkowski on the far end. Grady Gibb. I think someone may have jumped on us. Nope, someone jumped on Copley. That's a birthday gift. Second down at 7. Almost 100 seconds gone by in the second quarter where the good guys are having a death grip of a command in this game. 28-0. We haven't scored in this second quarter yet. That's the alarming part. Obviously, this game obviously over. Girding in motion. Grady keeps. And Grady's going to try to push the pile forward. Did he get enough? He's down at about the 49-yard line. Maybe midfield. That should be enough. But they'll say it's short. Third down and 2 at the 49-yard line. So hard to tell from this angle, folks. First time tonight we face a third down, if I'm not mistaken. That's hard to believe. That's unbelievably hard to believe. 9:20 in this first half. Pistol set. Nick Dubkowski near side of your screen, well off screen. And Casey Miser, nice spin move. And Casey Miser got enough for the first. Move the chains at the 45-yard line. So Coach Gibbons obviously slowing things down, but a lot of the seniors remember that game their sophomore year when we hung 88 on Copley. They want to do it again, I can only assume. At least I can only assume. It was 63-14, I think, at the break. Oh, we're passing. And wide alone, Dan Miller makes the catch. And Dan Miller dragging his way up to the 13. Good job there by the superstar, Dan Miller. Of course, the ace on the baseball team. And we are really starting to threaten, folks, for the umpteenth time. First down, 10 from the 13-yard line. 8:15 in the second quarter. Dan Miller did his thing right there as Anthony and Evan play to the left side with Luke Girding, 4 receivers. If you count Evan Faust as a receiver, he's a utility dude, as you know by now. Grady, quick pass. Evan's going to catch it. Evan going to get away from one. Evan shoved out at about the 5. He says first down, but I don't think he got that. Gain of 7, second down and 3. Was indeed short. Killed about 4 minutes in this drive thus far, folks. $7:52 in the second quarter. Neither school's burned a timeout yet. Pistol set. And Grady's going to give this one to Casey. Why not? The Miser meter is at 11 now. He's got a hat trick. Touchdown, Casey Miser. No need to go crazy. This game is really a runaway. We're chanting Casey Miser in the student section. Why wouldn't we? Unless Copley can get a touchdown and we don't, prior to 0 minutes, 0 seconds, it'll be a running clock for the second half. All right, kiss their dreams of winning goodbye. Here's the snap, and Jonah Calza's got it. That's a nice kick. Jonah Calza makes some pretty nice kicks. 35-0, 7:48 left in the second quarter. This game, I tell you, this game. Grady Gibb with one passing touchdown. Casey Miser, 3 rushing. Dylan Wazar, 1 rushing. Well, Jonah's going to kick it off. Nighttime has befallen upon Copley High School, as it has in maybe where you're at, more than likely, considering the fact that we don't really have too many people around the world watching. It's usually just people in the area. Jonah's kicking off, and I see Jalen Owens, Caleb Wisniewski, Andrew McKnight. 3 guys set back to return for the Indians. And Landon Kuzma's going to kick this one off for a touchback. Just barely got in the end zone. Barely. Well, what I can tell you is that we're at a good position right now. Running clock, I can only assume. Tell you, the Copley band that's performing tonight, they could probably do a better job at football than the Indians right now. First down and 10, 7:47 left. The band's been the most entertaining part for the Copley football team tonight, I'll tell you that. Here they go, 5 receivers, 3 on the right, 2 on the left. Lions are staying out there. Martin might get, no, it's a pass over the middle. Nick Dubkowski nearly came up with another interception. There is a flag, and I think that flag might be on us. And yes, it is on us. It's a defensive holding. So a 5-yarder. Automatic first, I believe, for Copley at the 25-yard line. Nice lights out here at Copley Stadium, I'll say that. There's a blue tint out there, as you can tell. Actually be 10 yards, I stand corrected. Leininger to Martin. He gets away from one. There's a flag down. This one's coming back as the turf patrol's got Mr. Martin right there. Yep, holding on the Indians. They'll back them up about 10. Meanwhile, the Guardians are about to begin in about 10 minutes from now, but you're not focused on that. They're going to win that game, just like how we're going to win this game. 35-0, 7:28 in the second quarter. First down and 20. He'll probably come out passing. I believe Nick has 4 picks this season. What I do know is that Martin gets away from Dan Miller, and Martin's got himself a decent gain. My goodness, he's up to about the 32, 33, second out at 7. Was that Liam? I think it was. There was Cooper, number 15. Second down, 6 to go for those pesky Indians. Shotgun, they might give it to Bryce Martin again. And they do, and Luke Grillis is going to get him. At about the 35, it's third down with 6.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. And they said the 37, not the 36. Copley's still in a world of trouble. Third down, 3. They might give it to Martin for a third time. No, they pass it. And that one is incomplete. In and out of the hands of Jacob Guzkowski. And I think they're going to punt it. Shamrock throws in the white flag. He surrendered. He's down 35 halfway through the second quarter. He has given up just one touchdown in the second quarter. Well, he gave up 4 in the first. Has given up 3 to Casey tonight. That's tied for the most he's had this season with McDowell. High snap. McKnight lets it go. And Luke Girding catches it. And Luke Girding looking to find something. Dan puts his hands up in the air. There's a flop. Luke Girding trying to get something going. He's hit hard. And we'll take over around the 40, I think. Andrew McKnight on the punt. There's 5:51, meaning we've played more than half of this second quarter. And we're at the 45-yard line. Student section having a blast. I know I keep on reiterating it, but it couldn't be any truer. When your team's up 5 touchdowns, you might be losing attention to the game, but you're obviously going to have fun nonetheless. Brady's going to give that one to Casey, and Casey Miser left side. Casey Miser down the sideline to the 25. There is a flag. I assume on Jake Weber. Coach Gribble not too happy. It most certainly is coming back, unfortunately. Obviously, you can't panic, and you're obviously feeling kick back and relax when you're up by a score of 35-zip. 5:43 left. Copley having a long day today. First down nonetheless for us at the 44-yard line. Everything's still all good in the universe. Grady Gibbon pistol. He's going to throw it. He may load up. He does load up, and Luke Girding's going to catch it. And Luke Girding gets away from 1. And Luke Girding's going to try to get up to the 22-yard line, first down. 5:21 left in this first half. This time, no flags. A lot of these dudes aware 2 years ago against Copley. Don't know how we're going to play it once we hit the break. Once we hit the second half, I do know there was a roughing the passer. Hey, you'll take any yardage. It's about half the distance to the goal. First down, pistol set for the good guys. Whistle. What happened? There's 5 minutes. The clock is running. Clock is running. First down and 10 from about the 11-yard line. Pistol set. Casey in the back. And Grady's going to roll out to the right side. He's going to have to throw this one. He's it to Evan Jake. Weber still caught it. Touchdown, Jake Weber. He's done it again. Jake Weber, number 2 tonight. Wow, that was nice. Grady had to fire that one on the run. And that was like Joe Montana, the NFC Championship game. And Jake Weber was most certainly Dwight Clark. Most certainly. And Landon Kuzma's going to be summoned for the PAT. Jonah Cowles, I think his day's history. 4:39 left in this second quarter of a beatdown. So winning, snap, kick. Landon's got it. Yep, he's got it. That's a beauty of a kick. Oh, you got it. 42-0. And we're not even at halftime. Well, the good news for Copley is it's not like 88-14 yet. Yet being the key word. The bad news is you're letting the cheerleaders kick high in the air over and over again in a minute. They might run the clock soon. 4:39 left in the second quarter. Copley well out of this contest. Looks like it'll be Landon Kuzma kicking off. Fifth game, fifth bloodbath for the Black and Green Brigade. Landon looking to get a touchback as well. We'll see if he does or whatnot. Landon kicks one high in the air. That's most certainly a touchback from about the D of Indians. 4:39, one of the ball boys gonna get it for us. Next week, it's Talmadge. Talmadge, I believe, what is that? Homecoming next week? 2 weeks? Okay. That'll be against Barberton. That game's going to be an old-fashioned beatdown, very similar and akin to this. Sweep left side, Bryce Martin. He might lose 6 on that. Second down and 16. Might say second down and 15. They might give him a little bit of some grace out there. They will. Second down and 15. Thought he lost 6, but oh well. You know what they say? Potato, potato, tomato, tomato. 4:23 left in the second quarter. And then it's finally halftime. I'm looking forward to halftime, and I'm enjoying this one. Pistol set. And Martin again up the middle. Martin not going to get back to the original line of scrimmage for its third down and 12. Less than 4 minutes to go in the second half, or first quarter, or first half, second quarter. Good God, can't speak again, can I? Copley having a rough one. That's an understatement. Third down and 12. Who did someone jump? I think Copley jumped. Excuse me, 3:29 left till we hit the half. Third down and 17 from the 13. As they run the clock once again. Copley keeps on backing up. They can't do anything right tonight. And this is a good Copley team, too. Drew Passer winning by like 5 touchdowns. But anyways, Weininger's passing. Weininger fires one deep. That pass is caught. And he is going to try to get towards the first down marker. I don't think he got it, though. Fourth down, 3:08 to go. We'll see if Coach Tromlick wants to keep his guys out there. And judging by the looks of it, he's not. 3 minutes, 8 seconds. That's the amount of time left. Fourth down and 4. Well, I said to the guys tonight was kill day. Most certainly been a kill day. McKnight gets it. No rush. High punt. Luke Gurding going to catch this one, or maybe not, as it takes a sideways hop. Don't pick that up. Don't pick that up. And Copley downs it with 2:58 in the second quarter. Trying to make it 49-0. I can only assume this will be the last drive for the starters tonight. At least you'd assume. We got the ball second half, too. Which is the crazy part. We get the ball second half. Copley with a long night. I keep on harping it, but it's very true. We're at the 36, our worst field position of the day. Been short fields, but we've been capitalizing on short fields. And Dylan Lazar's got it. And Dylan Lazar, I don't know how much yardage he got on that. But I do know it's second down under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Second down 9, Dylan only picked up one. Wouldn't be surprised if Grady goes for the gun. Grady's had himself a phenomenal day today. I don't think he's afraid to gun it again. Maybe number 10, Frankie Iannaji, who's on the center right of your screen, or Ben Radigan on the right. Frankie might get it here, or maybe not. Gibb passing. Gibb fires. Good catch right there, Frankie. And I don't know if he got the first. I don't think he did. No, he didn't. Clock's still running. It's third down, a rare third down for us. Gain it 2. So it's third down at 7. We may punt it for the first time tonight. Wouldn't that be disastrous, folks? There's under 2 minutes. Each school still clutching on to 3 timeouts in this half. Let me show you the second half's going to go much quicker with that good old running clock. And Grady Gibbs passing. It's a screen pass. Dylan Lazar right side. Dylan Lazar's going to get enough of the first down, I think. And Dylan Lazar's still going. Yep, he's at midfield. First down, move the chains. 88 seconds left in the second quarter. Grady Gibb with Dylan Lazar in the backfield. Why risk Casey Miser, who's over on the sideline? Grady's passing once again. Grady fires. Good catch by Ben Radigan. And he's out of bounds. Over a minute to go in the second quarter. 61 seconds to be exact. We got a new set of downs at the 40. First down and 10. Grady gets back out there. It's going to break the good guys out. Got little Dylan Lazar. He's little, but he's mighty. Frankie won the receiver. So everybody essentially out except Grady Gibb. And Grady Gibb has to look out. He's going for the home run. Ben Radigan, nice try. It's just incomplete with 53 seconds. He wants a flag. He ain't going to get one. That might be the first incompletion by Grady Gibb all night. He's been that good, it's scary. 42-0 in the last minute of this first half. Grady staying out there. Anthony DePompey off screen to the right, or to the right of your screen as Grady rolls out. And he's going for Anthony DePompey, and he throws one well off target, third down and 10. 49 ticks of the clock left. And we're trying to get point number 48 and 49. There will, barring 2 touchdowns by Copley, be a running clock in the second half. It's 42-0. This game is basically history. Luke Girding's out there. He's the slot man. Watch out for Luke Girding. That dude's pretty talented. Gibb with Lazar in the backfield. Grady play fake. Grady looking. He's going for his money man, Luke Girding, and he's got him to the 24. First down, and Coach Gibbons not taking a timeout. Maybe he is. He sure is. 42 seconds left in the second quarter. It's 42-0. Looks like we're going to try to squeeze in one more touchdown before the end of the first half. It says it's at the 19, but looks like it's at the 24. At the 24-yard line for the good guys of the Indians. Of the Indians side of the field. 42-0 with 42 seconds left and no minutes left. Tough night for Copley. They can only hope the second half is quick and painless. But we're getting the ball to start the second half. All the good guys are out there. Nick Dubkowski, he's right there on the right of your screen. And on the left side of the formation. Grady Gibb looks to pass. Grady Gibb with plenty of time. Grady Gibb guns one. Nick Dubkowski in and out of his hands, incomplete. A rare broken up pass for Copley tonight with 37 seconds left. Second out of 10. You got to be smart out here. Well, Evan Faust is out there. Frankie Iannacci and Anthony DePape. Now, of course, Jake Weber, who's on the sideline right now, he caught both of Grady's touchdown passes tonight. Quick pass, right side, good catch. And not much doing. We're obviously going to take a timeout. And yeah, Mike Gibbons most certainly really does take that timeout. 27 ticks of the clock left. It's third down and a good chunky yardage. Third down and 10, 27 seconds left. Anthony caught it. This has been a rather longer drive play-wise. Obviously, time-wise not. But play-wise, it most certainly has. I know I keep on saying most certainly, but it's most certainly true. Like how I said that, folks. Hope you did. Usually Mohammed's giving me updates from around Northeast Ohio. Well, he hasn't updated me yet. Don't know why. Hope he's all right. I assume he's all right. Grady and pistol. Might be going for Nick Dubkowski. And Grady's looking to pass. He's eyeing the right side. He's going to take off with this one, perhaps. He's throwing this one. Dump off. Good catch. Good move by Anthony DePape. It's a impromptu screen up the middle. Anthony DePape still trying to go. And he didn't get the first. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Mike Gibbons, when did he take the timeout? He's going to take it now with 2 seconds. 1 second. 1 second. There's 0 seconds left on the clock. They didn't stop it, but Mike Gibbons motioned for a timeout with 2 seconds left. It's fourth down. The first time we're facing fourth down. Wouldn't be surprised if Jonah Cowles is summoned. As you see Dan Miller right there. And Jonah Cowles will indeed be summoned. Dan Miller, the short snapper, as we're going to try to make it 17 points in this quarter. You're good. Here comes Jonah, one of the most talented kickers in Northeast Ohio and the state even. This will be a 34-yard try. About 54 in the NFL. They got a man back just to be on the safe side. The Indians trying to get a kick 6 perhaps in number 4, Hendrick Sickles. I don't think that's going to happen. It's Jonah Cowles. Ooh, that's knuckling wide right. Well, we still got 42-0 wait at the break. On pace for 84 points. Obviously, that won't happen. But what will happen is the bands will play. Jones got to be frustrated. He's 1 for 3 from field goal land this season. Both barely missed that one, knuckled. And we will take it over to the bands now. So let's step aside.
No, that is fair.
Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present the 2025 Pride of Highland Marching Band. We open tonight's performance with the first national single by the Jackson 5, released 56 years ago in 1969. Here is I Want You Back.
Need me?
I didn't want to get in front of your camera.
Oh, thanks.
Our next song is a Paul Simon classic that features our flute and piccolo section. Here is the 1986 hit, You Can Call Me Al.
How are you guys? Well, all right, there they are. Thank you, Mr. Chorba. Mom, Dad, first half analysis. What's your first half analysis?
It's good. Company's a lot better than they were, but not good enough.
I don't know. I thought we were gonna do like what we did the last time we came here.
No, we tried. Are you recording? Yeah.
Yes.
Can I be in it?
Oh, of course you can. Yeah, feel free to say stuff. Yep. How are you? Who isn't? It's 42-0.
That's awesome.
This guy right here went to Copley. Yeah, he got Highland on. It's all good. I just say that as a joke, of course. Everything's all good. It's a friendly game at the end of the day. That's how I view it.
That was 100 years ago.
Don't say that, Dad. So, yeah,
How you liking it?
having a lot of fun.
That was an awesome start.
Yeah.
Now we got the clock.
Yes, I was thinking because there were 28 points in the first quarter. 2 years ago it was 42-0.
Oh, really?
And then we scored 63 at the break the year we hung 88 on them.
Oh, I remember that. That was their old stadium.
Yeah, I tell you, this is a little bit better.
Yeah.
I'd say much better, especially on the other side.
Most popular single off of their album No Strings Attached. This is Bye
Go
Bye
band,
Bye.
that's right. My brother Joey, he is in the band. I don't know where he is.
He's at the 40.
He's at the 40. Oh, in the way back. Oh, I see him. I see him, all right.
All right, have fun.
Yep, thank you guys. Love you guys. Yep, see you guys. So here's the Highland student section out here. Parents haven't really gone to too many games this season. I think this is only their second game they've been to all season long. What's up, guys? I don't know. They were 3-1 on the season. I thought this was going to be interesting, bare minimum. I knew we were going to kill them, but not like this. What? Well, we're on pace for 84, not 88. And there is a running clock in the second half. 63, I thought.
What's the miser meter looking like?
11.
11. Wow.
JC Miser's just having himself a dandy. Hate to be a Highland hater, especially now. Especially now. Yep. Looking around, a lot of people all over the place, having a lot of fun. Who can blame them? Students right there enjoying this game. How are you? Doing great. 42-0. Can't complain. What? Oh, they're watching? Tell them I said thank you. Tell them I said thank you. You guys want to be on YouTube? You're on YouTube. Yeah, how about that? Don't get anybody excited. Anyways, 3 touchdowns for Casey Miser. 3 for Mr. Miser, having himself a phenomenal one. Yeah, Mom. Heard the Chorbas were sitting here. What were they up to?
They're just enjoying the games.
That's good to hear. That's really good to hear. How's everybody? How are they doing?
Good. They said hello.
Yes. I said hi to them earlier today and at the halftime break.
We have a good bands too. Both bands are good.
Yep. We're making our way over there, folks.
How are you?
Hi, Mrs. Marquis. Good first half. Anyways, we got ourselves a 42-0 rocket fast start. That last drive was the only drive where we did not score. Disappointing, I know, but honestly, who's gonna care? Who in the world is gonna care? Obviously, you still got that memory of 2 years ago in your mind, in your memory, of course. A little bit worried if you're the Copley Indians. They're gonna fall to 3-2 unless they have some magic up their sleeves. We're still waiting for the second half to begin. Oh, doing well. How about you? Yeah. It will be our ball to start off the second half. And the Copley marching band making their way onto the field in a minute. They have 11-17 left till it's time for the second half to get up and running. Plus a few minutes too, of course. How are you guys? Good, thank you. All right, still waiting for the second half to get going. With the Copley band still ready, still waiting, I ought to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the field, the pride of Copley High School, the Copley High School Marching Band.
That was impressive.
The band is under the direction of Michael Farmer.
Pride of Copley, dude. Good, of course. Mr. Bailey, how are you?
I'm well.
Been a little too much fun tonight.
Great time, buddy.
Yep.
1 and 2.
And I thought Copley had a good shot finishing second. They do have a good shot finishing second in the conference. But 42-0. I'm at a loss of words if I'm Coach Crom. He's like, just don't make it look any worse. He's a good guy. He's a BW kid, of course. That's always good. At least he's not a Raider. At least he's not Blue Streak. Worst is John Carroll. We got Capital tomorrow, Capity. That'll be at Bexley. Go ahead, go ahead.
Come on, guys, good work out there.
That was a good job by the band. They'll be out in Bexley tomorrow. I'm obviously not showing up because I'm not willing to drive down to Bexley. I love the Yellow Jackets, but I ain't driving down to Columbus. Even that's too far for me. Even that is too far. You know, Mr. Bailey, my parents are finally here tonight.
Are they?
Yes.
Good.
They weren't here the last few weeks.
Well, they are Copley grads.
Well, my dad is. My mom's a North Olmsted grad. Because remember, we beat North Olmsted in the playoffs. We did?
We jumped on all the toilets and they broke them off the wall. Public bathroom.
When was that?
That's nice.
Wait, Mr. Bailey, when was that?
We had to buy new clothes and install them.
When was that?
2 years ago.
Oh, against the Eagles?
Yep.
Of course, Xavier, he was
Eagles made a mess of things.
Yeah, Xavier was starting that night. Xavier Bolson is at BW himself now.
Yep.
He's doing a good job.
Yes.
Yep, Xavier Bolson, good quarterback, good
All right, I gotta
guy.
run to my truck, Tommy.
Go ahead, Mr. Bailey, go ahead. You might as well get back out there on the track. Sorry, Mr. Wilkins. Copley band performing. Landon Kuzma, Jonah Kalza having some fun out there. Jonah may have missed the kick, but he's not going to complain about how this game's faring. 42-0. He's 6 for 6 on point after attempts. There's the crowd right here tonight really going to kick out of this game. Why not? Why not? We're still waiting for the second half to begin. In about 7 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. This is Grissom, good game. Coach Grissom, it's been a little too much fun. But you know what they say, too much ain't ever enough. And how about that first score? Casey Miser with a hat trick. The Miser meter, it's at 11 now. 4,000 rushing yards over his career. Wow, that's impressive. Capital. Oh no, it's down in Bexley, but we'll beat Capital. Tell you, 8 days from now, once the Evil Empire, that'll be a different story. Berea. I tell you, it's not going to be the easiest game ever. When you're playing the Evil Empire, Mr. Knapp's alma mater. Yep, I'm a little scared. I told him I'm a little scared about that game. They got a Gagliardi candidate. Mikey Maloney, if you heard of him. He was a Riverside Beaver, if I'm not mistaken. And he torched us at the end of the game last year when all the reserves were in. He says he's not afraid to do it again, but hopefully he won't do it again. Yeah, you saw Mount. They beat Grove City last week. Number 15 in the country by 5 touchdowns. They beat Wheaton by 8, but they were up by 30 at their peak. And Jeff Dart, of course, doing a great job there, or as I like to call him, Dart Vader.
Tommy, you want to know something awesome?
What?
Ridge and Rail,
Yeah?
they're playing your live stream on their TV.
Whoa, they're playing it. Wow. Who would have guessed it? They're playing at the Ridge and Reel down in Sharon. Thank you, Coach, for letting me know. So I guess I'm a bit of a celebrity now. Oh my goodness. Mrs. Knapp, how are you?
You're a celebrity wife.
They were showing the broadcast on the Ridgeon Rail down in Sharon.
Yours?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Coach Grissom was the first to tell me that.
That's awesome. Let's give him a shout out on your thing.
Hey, everybody at the Ridgeon Rail, how are you doing? Hopefully you're having a blast tonight because it's been a blast. 42-0. Good guys beating up Copley. And we wouldn't like it any other way. Mr. Knapp, if I'm not mistaken, the Evil Empire's off tomorrow.
We are. Bye week.
We got another week to prepare for us.
OAC. Right.
Yeah. Tell you, at least they're not John Carroll.
Why is that?
They left the conference.
Yes.
And they beat us the last 12 seasons. Nobody likes John Carroll. Nobody wants to be a John Carroll.
I'm sure some people do, Tommy.
Well, they left the conference. They told everybody to go away.
Wonderful audience. We would also like to thank Highland Band for not only
It drives Coach Hilbert nuts that too many Highland people go to John Carroll.
Tonight with across the field.
Shoot.
Tom, you got to shout out Coach Stobbs. He's the one that.
Oh, Coach Stobbs. Thank you, Coach Stobbs. Yes, the baseball team does a great job. Just like Coach Grissom right there. Meanwhile, the Guardians are leading the Twinkies 2-0. Coach Stobbs was the one right there. I saw his son play for Marietta last year. That was a good game.
Makes their way off the field. Bring your attention to the 50-yard line as the Copley
Hear that, Coach?
entertain us with a dance.
I heard him. I saw him at the Fisher Field last year because his son was playing for the Pioneers.
Yeah.
He's doing a good job. Yeah. Well, hi, Coach Stobbs and everybody there. As it's starting at a little bit closer to the second half. Good guys are almost ready. There we are right there. The second half is upon us almost. 2:33. We're screaming. We're going crazy. 7 drives and 6 touchdowns. 7 drives and 6 touchdowns. How about that? I know, it's nice. Should be a quick and painless second half. A painful second half for Copley. Quick and painless for us, quick and painful for Copley. Woo! 42-0. Dan Miller right there hyping up everybody. Hey, Dan, good game right now. And good game tonight. Who's that? I see 8 employees check in perhaps for the second half. I won't be surprised if he's in all second half. Grady Gibb right there too. Looks like he ain't practicing as Aiden's just firing it in to Grady. Ooh, nice try by Grady. Yeah, looks like Grady's gonna be done for the night. 42-0. Black and Green Brigade showing no mercy to Copley. And no mercy, right? High card collectors 1 says, and high to card collectors 1. Gonna go to 5-0 for the second straight season, excuse me. 3rd time in the last 4 years, which is truly unbelievable. The system. How are you guys? Is everybody having fun in the student section? Oh, they're waving towards Nick Dubkowski. You're doing a good job when the good guys are looking very relaxed and having fun and cracking jokes. And when the cheerleaders are literally flipping out. Wow, look at that. That ain't easy. That is not easy. So here comes another cheerleader doing a bunch of crazy flips. I tell you, I'd break my neck if I did that. I'd break my neck. Running clock in the second half as the good guys are 24 minutes away from going to 5-0, and unless something absolutely nuts happens in the second half, this game should be over. 42-0. The Copley student section has disappeared. I tell you, it's fun when you're playing American Conference schools because your fans outnumber them more often than not, but I'm pretty sure that won't be the case next season in the National Conference, especially when we go up against Medina, Wadsworth, and North Royalton. That's going to be a harsh environment. I don't know if they will be at home or whatnot. I don't know if they will be on the road or whatnot. What I do know is, well, this game's basically history. I mean, we thought Hoban and Massillon, Washington, and Eds were having a bunch of home games. Well, so much for that. This is basically a home game by now. Look at the fact that the stands are virtually half empty. And Copley, there's a pooch kick. They don't want to run back. And, ooh, Ben Radigan caught it. He caught off everybody. He's running down the sideline. And Coach Cromwell said that was a fair catch. I thought it was a fair catch. And yeah, that was a fair catch. Yep, a fair catch by Ben Radigan. Ain't nobody on the Copley side by now, but a good golly ton of people on the Highland side. That's exactly how you like it. Running clock in the second half. 31-yard line, first down and 10 for the Black and Green Brigade. Aiden Police checks in. Dylan was in the backfield. Man in motion. No Colton Winston, of course, he's out. And Aiden's still going. My goodness, look at Aiden run. He's down at about the 42-yard line. That should be enough for a first. And the referee says, yes, that is indeed enough for the first. Obviously, your goal isn't to score another touchdown. Your goal is just to let clock die and let this second half come and go by. 10-yard run there by Aiden, the other senior quarterback. Aiden was still in the backfield. Ben Radigan, Frankie Iannacci, Anthony DePompey are the receivers. Aiden's going to give it to Dylan. Why not? Dylan was already got a touchdown today. And he may have gone back to the line of scrimmage. I think Johnny Prucha is going to check in for us. I think Johnny might be checking in. Casey Meisner's in. No. Number 26, Nate Capitosto, I beg your pardon. Got the 6 mixed up with a 5. Why would you put Casey Meisner in? This game's over. Want to baby him as much as possible. Second down, 10. Johnny, quick pass. Good catch there by Frankie. What a move by Frankie Iannacci. And all that just to get 4 yards. He's frustrated. Last chance going on over there. There's always a good chunk of seniors that showed up tonight. Third down and 6. You're in danger of punting for the first time tonight. Obviously, who cares by now? Landon might be summoned, folks. Last chance look like they'll be next. Is Johnny going to send a man in motion? And Johnny's going to give it to Anthony. And Anthony lost a good chunk of yardage. And for the first time tonight, we're going to punt. I still remember doing those last chants. They were a lot of fun. Landon's ready to punt. First punt for the good guys tonight. It comes over 3 minutes through the second half. Obviously, this game history. Bad snap. Landon's going to have to pounce on this. He's going to kick it away, and that'll be a safety. Well, they did score. But it's way too little, way too late, I'd assume. I'm surprised Landon would do that. You want to keep the shutout alive. So it's 42-2 with 8:11 in the third quarter. Freshman beat Copley last night. We only hope JV does the same thing. This might be the first time you've ever seen a 42-2 ball game, maybe ever. Copley with a dignity safety. I'm so used to dignity touchdown. This is a dignity safety. A dignity safety. Clock is stopped at 7:41. I am still be a little upset, Landon, for kicking that one away because that just got rid of the shutout. I wouldn't be the happiest man alive if I were the good guys. But you know what? You're up 40 points. It's not going to make a dent. You would assume. The official waiting. Is the clock going again? Yes, it is. The official right there waving his arm around frantically. It's Jonah Calza with the safety check. Let's see what happens out here, Jonah, with the safety punt, I beg your pardon. And, oh, doesn't take a good hop. We'll see who gets it. It's going to be a scrum. And I think we got it. I think we got it, and we did. Nothing, and I repeat, nothing is going right for Copley tonight. At the 40-yard line, it's 42-2. 7:08 in the third quarter. They're outscoring us in the second half, but only 2-0. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Good news is it can't get worse than the last drive, and also good news, they're up 40. Bad news is you lost that safety. You gave up that safety. Now you're not shutting out Copley. That's going to drive Mr. Meyer nuts. Frankie in the backfield. Frankie Ianashi with a gain of about 2. With the backups in, there's no concern right now. See Oscar Hudak checking in for us. Second down and 8. Aiden Police still in for us. Oh, it's a good night whenever you see Aiden check in. Anthony Day Pompey right there. Second down and 8, halfway through the third quarter. The band not there. Student section is vanished. Good move by Frankie as he is going to lose the yard, actually, third down. Frankie Ianashi on it. Losing a yard, third down and 9. Johnny's in. Here's Johnny, as they say on the late night show. Many years ago, of course. Or as Homer Simpson said it best when trying to in the shinning. Great Treehouse of Horror sketch. Then go David Letterman. And Grandpa Simpson shows up and says, "Hi, David. I'm Grandpa." Still yet to go down, and now we do. 5 minutes, 5 seconds on play clock. And Johnny has one off, and Frankie's going to lose some. And now we'll try to punt it again. Landon Kuzma again. First punt failed miserably. Let's hope this snap goes a little bit better. Dan Miller doing it like he does for the field goal snaps. Also see number 11, Chris Metzger, also out there. Here's the snap. Landon gets one off this time. That's a fair catch. Ooh, almost at the coffin corner, but instead it rolls out harmlessly into the end zone with 4:09 in the third. So everybody having fun out there tonight for the Black and Green Brigade. Copley will fall to 3-2 unless they have a miracle inside them. Let me be the first time. There ain't no miracle tonight. Weininger staying out there. I'm surprised about that, Coach Comlick yet to surrender. Bryce Martin in the backfield. Martin going left. Martin trying to juke out people. And Bryce Martin only got about 4 yards. 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. It is 42-2. All our points coming in the first 2 quarters. Of course, in the second half, you're kick back, relaxed, just enjoying the show. Obviously, Coach Gibbons doesn't want to repeat the last time at Copley Stadium, which is why the backups are presumably in. 3rd down and 5 following a 1-yard gain there by Bryce Martin. Well, I don't think we're going to score 88 tonight, but Copley's not scoring 14 tonight. 3rd down, 5 to go. Our coach is still barking at the players. Is Weininger probably going to pass? He will. And on the run, it's a good catch for a first down to the 40-yard line. First down, 10, 2.5 in this third quarter. It says 2:35, but they got to fix the clock. It should say 2:22. There we go. The clock has been a little bit finicky all night. I know it usually is at Copley Stadium. Weininger passing again. Weininger loads up, rolls out to the left, dancing, shuffling his feet, takes off with it, and he runs out of bounds. Coach Gibbons not too pleased about the call right there, as it's an 8-yard gain. 2nd down and 2. Less than 2 minutes to go till it's the end of the third quarter. And our score reads 42-2. Weininger probably going to pass it or give it to Martin. No, he's going to keep this one instead. And Weininger with a good run down the sideline. He's got a decent game. First down, under 90 seconds. They're putting the starters once again out of fear that they're going to kill that running clock soon. Grady Gibb right there. He doesn't have to worry about anything right now. There's a whistle. There is a whistle. Mike Gibbons probably going to tell us, hey, what are we doing out there? He takes a timeout. They're at the 30-yard line, the Indians. Probably going to kick them in the rear. I wouldn't be too happy if I were Mr. Gibbons. I mean, albeit it's their first stringers against your backup, but still, you don't want to give up a touchdown. You don't want to. I'll tell you that. 74 seconds left in the third quarter. Our score reads, again, Highland 42, Copley a measly 2. A little disappointed that there's no shutout, but what are you going to do about it? Nothing. And Bryce Martin to the right side for a gain of about 5. But going to do their jig in a minute. We are under a minute in the third quarter. How are you guys? Yes, thank you. Hey, Logan, how are you? Doing good, I can only assume. Who isn't doing good tonight? We're up 42-2. I tell you, Coach Meyer won't be feeling good if he gives up a touchdown here. Leininger passes it over the middle to the 20. Right side, 15, 10, 5, diving. He's got it. No, he doesn't got it. He's out at the 1. He's out at the 1. We'll see what happens. Copley obviously going to get a touchdown out here, you would assume. 6 seconds in the third quarter. Pistol set. They squeeze in one last play, and Weininger's going to keep it to the end zone. You still don't care, but obviously you want another touchdown. That's not a good sight to see, especially when your backups are sputtering out. I mean, once again, it's your starters, or it's Copley's starters against our backups, but still, our season high, we've surrendered thus far, and the game is 10 as that kick is popped up and gone. Well done, 42-9. When Copley's outscored us 9-0 in this third quarter, obviously we were just sleepwalking our way through the second half, as you might expect. And why wouldn't you? But there's still some things to clean up. I can only assume Coach Gibbons is going to have some things to complain about. You know, Coach Gibbons, you know, he's never happy until it's 0 minutes and 0 seconds. Oh, yeah. Hey, guys, how are you? Good, thank you. Thank you. I'd be on the lookout for an onside kick. Copley trying to claw their way back in it. Coach Chris Meyer talking with one of the officials, as is Mr. Endo. Copley kicking it off for the first time tonight. Number 34, Matthew Panzner, the freshman. Clock running once again. Watch out now. He does not onside. He pooches it. We're going to return that one with Chris Metzger. Metzger plows through a dude. He's down at the 35-yard line. Carson Manson on the stop. First down and 10 from the 35. 33-point advantage. Frustrating night for Copley, but they'll take moral victories and touchdowns. I'll tell you that. Game probably over. Plus, of course, we melt down, and I pray to God we don't. My team's way too low, way too late. Aiden in. Dylan Lazar, who's struggling lately. That's what's surprising. Dylan Lazar continues to struggle as he got about nothing. Second down, time to go. Wait about a minute of this fourth quarter. The Quads are doing their jig right there. Second down, 10 to go. Someone's going to do a blindfolded. Second down and 10. Still yet to break out, but there's 16 on the play clock. 10 on the play clock. Gotta hurry up here. 6 on the play clock. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Mike Gibbons does not like this at all. He's going to take a timeout. We took far too long. 10-22 left in the ball game. 42-9. We're going to win this one. Of course, unless something crazy happens. I highly doubt Copley comes back. We'll go to 5-0. That's not easy. I played trombone in the marching band. So there is that. Obviously not in the drum line, not in the cymbals, not anything like that. How about that? Doing it blindfolded. So 10:22. Clock is right. So I guess the timeout wasn't bad because we can kill more clock. Second down and 10. We'll snap it with about 10 minutes, I assume. 10:08. Copley's facing the scoreboard in the fourth quarter, but it's not going to matter. You would assume. And Aiden's going to keep this one up the middle. Aiden's doing a good job as he gets us. Ooh, he's down at about the 43. That's third down and 2. Third down and 2. Aiden with a good run right there. The senior's doing a good job, I tell you. Third down, 2 to go at the 43. Johnny checks in. Johnny Prucha, he's had some touchdowns this season. Coach Gibbons not liking what he's seeing out there. He's most certainly not liking what he's seeing. 9:16, 3 seconds on the play clock, and we will get it off. And then with Dar, gets the first down, I think. No, he did not. He's a little bit short, fourth down. Good boy. And it looks like we're going to send on the punting unit for the third time today. Dan Miller's got to be sure to get a good snap off because he had a bad snap earlier today that resulted in a safety. And Landon just kicked it away to safety. 8.5 minutes left, 10 on the play clock. One timeout left for Mr. Gibbons. Here's the snap. It's a good snap. And Landon with a good kick. Oh, boy, here it comes. That ball going to head for the corner. That ball might be down inside the 1. It's going to be down at the 20. 8:15 in the game. Thing is, when you're playing cocky and overconfident, not playing as good as you were. And Coach Gibbons will be the first to tell you that. I mean, sure, we're going to win the game, but still, it's going to be a little frustrating to give up another touchdown. I'll say that for you, folks. Winder hands one off up the middle. Very surprised Copley's still rolling with their starters out there. Mike Nowling, the John Carroll, is walking all the way up there telling us what to do. Tell you, Mr. Nowling, if you can get over the fact that he's a John Carroll grad, he's a pretty cool dude. Second down, it's a handoff up the middle, and again, not much. It's third down with 7:22 left in the ball game. We're probably going to get shut out in the second half, but honestly, we just went a little too crazy in the first half, scoring 28 in the first quarter, 14 in the second. Could have been 15 or 17, but there was a, missed field goal by the usually reliable Jonah Kauza. I don't think he got that fourth down. Will John Cromwell surrender? He will not. Yes, he will actually. Jake Weber is returning. 6:34. It's only the Copley band over there. All the students are gone. McKnight punting. Andrew McKnight Got the good one off for Jake Weber to secure or fumble, but he'll pick it up at the 32. And Jake Weber's still going. Jake Weber down at the 38. Well, 6:11 left in the ball game. This game officially over in 6 minutes 11, of course. I'd probably put in Johnny out here, but that's just me speaking. That's just me speaking. Looks like it'll be 36. Mrs. Grissom, who's 36? Number 27, Joey Aridi is in. Who? Well, it's JV, guys, by now. I'll just tell you that. Joey Aridi shoved down after losing about a yard. Well, for the second time in the last 3 weeks, we won't score in the second half more than likely, but for the 5th week in a row, we beat our opponent big time. Beat our opponent by a considerable amount. Of course, Copley. Who? What's in Waddle? I don't know. What I do know is that Joey's going to get it. Joey already spinning his way up to about the 39. Oh boy, they're still fighting for the ball out there. Joey's only 5'8". Frankie's also 5'8". Well, that's the thing. When you're going from Casey Miser to guys like Dylan Lazar and Frankie Iannaci and Joey Aridi and Colton Winston, albeit Colton done for the season. Those dudes well under 6 feet. Casey, of course, stands at 6'2", 215. He's a working man out there. Oh boy, almost a bad snap, but it's a handoff up the middle and swung on down to about the 40. Andrew Martinyuk. As Joey got the call right there under 4 minutes to go. We'll go with our player of the game tonight, and our player of the game is going to be Jake Weber. Jake Weber can't think of any other way to win it than having 2 touchdown catches out there. Obviously, good times are being had by everybody on the sideline. We're going to do it. That might be the last thing we do. Go in and back up a little bit. They're going the freshman, as you might expect. That ball goes sideways and out of bounds. 3:21 in the ball game. So everybody's going to do it. Clock not running yet. And going to make its way out there, folks, with 3:15 in the ball game. At the 25-yard line, that's where the Copley Indians stand. Dane Weininger still out there. And he will just simply hand it off, and it's a good run. A really good run up to the 44-yard line by number 31, Dylan Hargrove. Hargrove's a freshman. Well, this is sad. The final 3 minutes of the Highland Copley football rivalry. Because it'll be the first time in half a century, I believe, that we will not play Copley in football next season. As you know, we're going to the national side of the Suburban League in all sports. But to do this before we leave the conference, that's pretty nice. 42-9, 2:18 in the ball game. Tough day for Copley. Well, except for when their backups got in. Well, Hargrove's done it. Well, the backups are in now. Really, for the first time tonight. It's the first time tonight Copley's got their backups in. They have their starters in for a vast majority of this game. Drew Davis, they say, 4th down. Drew's number 70. He is a 6'3" lineman who's at 230. 80 seconds left, and they're going to surrender by punting it. At least I think. 4th down and 1. There's 70 seconds left. They're surrendering, folks. It's 4th down and 1, but they realize they ain't going to win this game. We are in the last minute of this contest, and they're going to have to reset the play clock. There's 55 seconds left. Watch out. They might go under center, folks. Or direct snap. You got to be on the lookout, but they just simply punt it. And that will probably be your last play of the game. Jake Weber is going to catch it at the 12-yard line. There are 40 seconds left, and I assume that's going to be all she wrote with another good guy victory. And look at how happy we are. Brady's going to nail it out, I assume. 40 seconds left. Show some courtesy and respect. We did win, indeed. We did indeed win. Grady lines up under center. He'll take this last snap. 25 seconds left. Victory formation, best formation in football, in my opinion, because it means you won the game. That was odd. Dan went down, but he got back up. And so the ball game is over, and the Black and Green Brigade take care of business rather easily, 42-9. It's nothing like the game 2 years ago. It looked like it was going to be like it 2 years ago, but winds up being like last year when we won 44-7. John Cromwell still got himself a great team. He did a good job. He gave us all we could handle. But sometimes it just doesn't work out. And when you go up against a mighty good team like us, I don't mean to toot my own horn out there, but it's kind of true. Talmadge is next week for the last time ever. Just like how this was the last time ever against our fierce rival, the Copley Indians, for about half a century. What a game. Halfway to an undefeated season. No other way we'd want it, folks. Gibb did a good job tonight. Where's Jake Weber? He's our player of the game. Jake Weber, if we can find him anywhere. I don't know where he is. Here we go, here comes the roll. Here we go, Coach Kimmon's gonna address the team. Let's listen.
Proud of you guys. Again, you guys worked your asses off all week long. Came out here. They have Ron Taylor over there. So good job. We're going to have to continue to do that. As we 49. So proud of you. But you guys have to be able to do it. Continue to push it. In the season ended last year, you guys remember we met. I said you guys are chasing the top 1%. You guys remember me? And the way we accepted it, right? You guys are chasing the top 1%. So you guys have to know that and understand that. Okay? That what you're putting out there, okay? It's not because to beat the teams that we know we have to beat later on down the season. So when you get to it, when you get to it, those legit D2 playoff teams, are you going to be able to hold up? No, at the end of the day, that's demand the best out of ourselves. Demand the best. If we have a good drive, great. If we have a drive that we score, but we have 2 penalties and we get away with it, is that going to be a game on? And we know that, right? We're defensive, right? Same thing, like, hey, you know, we got PI, but we stopped them. Is that going to beat those teams? So we got to stay okay? Promise me we're going to do that, okay? Stay locked in, okay? Keep fighting, keep calm, keep getting better. Bring it up, let's go.
Right, the Blue Devils.
Yep, Talmadge.
Seven days, beautiful. Now it's time to go to work. Beat the Blue Devils.
Whoops, sorry. Sorry about that, as we are ready for the alma mater. I always say, I'm going to say it again, best part of the ball game. Seeing the alma mater when you just steamrolled your opponent. This was no different tonight. Let's listen. There's a look at your player of the game tonight, Mr. Jake Weber. 2 touchdown catches. 2 touchdown catches, both of them very nice plays. How'd you do it?
Great to get through, great balls, a lot of separation on a couple of them, and Dre's put it right there. The line was doing great. Just, yeah, everything was good.
Halfway to an undefeated season, but how do we continue to, as Coach Gibbons said, let's continue to get at that 1%?
Yeah, like Gibbons said, just stack the days, every practice, just an opportunity to get better. Take every rep, like 100%. Yeah, that's just about it.
It's barbecue chicken, Tommy.
You guys have a good night. I'll just say that. I will just simply say that. Again, Jake Weber, your player of the game, as the Black and Green Brigade decimate the Copley Indians rather easily. Aiden, good game out there. Oh, I appreciate what you guys do. Who else can we talk to out here? We could talk to Grady Gibb. Whoever Grady Gibb is. There's Cal. Cal had the pick. Not as many picks as we anticipated, but still got a pick. Coming from Talmadge next week. Thank you as always, Cal. Yep, Cody, thank you for doing your thing. Well, what do we have here? A lot of happy Highland Hornets. Just enjoying each other, having fun, and why not? Casey Miser right there, he had a hat trick. Of course, Casey Miser had that 63-yard run tonight. We gotta talk to the dude that does it, the man that is the master behind everything out here for us. That's right, I'm going to Mr. Mike Gibbons. He's right there. Another game, another blowout. What else can you say about this team, Coach? All right, so now we're 5-0, halfway through the season. How do we continue to put pressure on ourselves in the good way? All right, so the Devils are next. How do we take them down? All right, Coach, go celebrate this one as we are now 5-0 on the season. Tommy Maroon here, thanking you for choosing WHBW tonight, including the folks watching at the Ridge and Rail. I don't know if they're still tuning in or whatnot. What I can tell you is that I'm Tommy Maroon, thanking you for watching. We will meet again later on next week, I hope, to the good Lord, because it's always fun here on WHBW. Thank you for choosing us tonight. And until next time, so long from Copley, Ohio. Good night, everybody.